looks so refreshing, Carla.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it?
I want to get in the water.
Jumping into the water?
Wait.
Yeah,
Whoa,
if
wait,
I say I want to get in the water, then yeah, you know.
Carly never wants to get in the water. Just her toe.
No, more than a big toe. 73, Marcella.
Okay, the few weeks of the year where you'll find Carlene in the ocean.
This is true. This is very true. And that's because it's been hot. We've been dealing with 80s and 90s just taking over. So now we're talking about a water temperature of 73 degrees. I'm sure that felt pretty good out there. Current temperature of 79 degrees for downtown. Or actually, that was the high today, 79 degrees. We're still talking about the 70s along the coast. We also had 80 degrees for Oceanside, the same for Encinitas. We also had those 90s going strong inland. So yeah, that water temperature of 73 feeling pretty good. Current temperature, air temperature of 76 for downtown. You're also talking about relative humidity at 69% and calm winds out there. So we are getting away from that sea breeze that developed earlier this afternoon. It's going to be calmer as we go into tonight. Something else that's going to be calmer are the rumblings over the mountains. So we did have some much bigger thunderheads earlier today, talking about those big cumulus clouds building with the heating of the day. But now you're starting to notice quieter conditions and not so much with the big tall clouds over the mountains. This is a view from Mount Laguna, where earlier we had a stronger cell that was brewing. So we did have some stronger thunderstorms that developed as we went into the afternoon hours. Over the past 3 hours, been seeing that activity diminish. We still have a warning that is in place, and that's because there was a downpour that produced about a half an inch to an inch and a half. At least that's what the radar was picking up on, and that was with a stronger cell near Pine Valley. Now that's impacting right along the 8. Flash flood warning is still going strong, and that will continue all the way until about 7. So it's going to end at about 7 o'clock tonight. And then as we go into the rest of the night, things overall pretty quiet. We're still holding on to the monsoonal moisture that's going to be over the mountains as well as the desert, with more favorable chances for thunderstorms, as we still have that monsoonal moisture that's going to be moving in throughout much of the week. So that does not look to break away, and even potentially seeing a little bit more of that activity west of the mountains on Saturday. So a big dome of high pressure bringing in the heat. We're still talking about temperatures that are actually not too far above seasonal, just by about 2 to 6 degrees. But the trade-off is we are talking about the humidity, so that's going to continue in the forecast. And then we're going to go into some warmer temperatures as we go into the middle of the week. 80 degrees for the coast, backing away from that as we go into the start of the weekend. So temperatures will start to cool a little bit more with the added cloud cover, but still talking about that monsoonal moisture. So there's a chance we could see some thunderstorms for the inland valley starting on Friday. That will take us all the way into Sunday before the conditions dry out by next week. Still holding on to those chances all across the mountains and the desert. Got to wait until next week. We could be a little bit drier, but you're still talking about some heat. Those low 90s are going to stick around the mountains. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weather quiz question for today. I like this one. This is, yeah. Now, I wanted to give you a chance to read it. I thought about this, and I'm like, should I? And I said, yeah, because it's me. What are common environmental causes for yellow snow? Is it A, pollen, B, dust, C, algae, or D, all of the above?
You didn't work people in there.
I knew you were going to say that.
Environmental in quotes.
I said yeah, exactly. Environmental causes.
Right.
Just head to our website, cbs8.com/weather quiz to make your guess. You could win 2 4-packs of tickets to see the musical Cats on opening night, which is Tuesday, September 27th at the San Diego Civic Theater. This prize is sponsored by Corky's Pest Control. You get your new weather quiz question every Monday through Friday during this newscast and our 7 a.m. Good luck.